President Hu Jintao and Premier Wen Jiabao meet with the U.S. Treasury Secretary following the 5th Strategic Economic Dialogue talks. The presidents of Afghanistan and Pakistan hold talks in Turkey to reduce tensions over militant attacks. The World Health Organization says 500 people are now dead in Zimbabwe's deadly cholera outbreak. And Georgia's government removes several cabinet ministers as part of a plan to implement reforms. Hello and welcome to Worldwide Watch on CCTV International. I'm Li Xin. President Hu Jintao met with domestic and foreign philanthropists here in Beijing on Friday. The meeting comes ahead of a ceremony to honor their contributions. Hu Jintao said China's charity development has improved since the country's reform and opening up 30 years ago. He said the country has made great strides in this area, particularly during the immediate aftermath of the Wenchuan earthquake in Sichuan province in May. He added all sections of society need to work together to further develop charity. He urged charity institutions at all levels to make the most of their advantages, boost the culture of charity and spend donations wisely. Hu Jintao said he hopes all parties, local governments and relevant departments will pay attention to this issue, implement the measures and make contributions in this area. President Hu Jintao and Premier Wen Jiabao met separately with U.S. Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson on Friday. Hu Jintao congratulated Paulson on a successful 5th round of China-U.S. Strategic Economic Dialogue. He said the meeting tackled major strategic issues and reached important consensus on many points. The two sides agree that the dialogue mechanism keeps relations moving forward, especially during tough times such as the current global financial crisis. Premier Wen Jiabao said, as two of the world's most influential countries, China and the United States, must work to establish constructive and cooperative relations. He said the two sides should also deepen dialogue and strengthen common interests despite social and cultural differences. China and the U.S. concluded their 5th round of strategic economic dialogue on Friday in Beijing. Consensus and agreements were reached on a number of critical issues, including trade promotion, financial market opening, as well as energy and the environment. Liu Ying reports.
Chinese Vice Premier Wang Qishan and U.S. Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson have described the two-day talks as robust and productive.
Talks this time focused on the theme of building blocks for an enduring China-U.S. economic partnership. The two sides conducted in-depth discussions on a wide range of issues, including managing macroeconomic risks and promoting balanced economic growth, strengthening cooperation in energy and the environment, and confronting trade challenges. We achieved consensus on a number of important fronts on top of a 40-item outcome list.
In a measure to support trade flows during this period of financial turmoil, the two countries agreed to contribute an additional $20 billion for trade finance to support exports from both countries and other developing economies. The two sides also reached consensus on further opening up China's financial services sector by allowing foreign banks to trade bonds on the same terms as Chinese banks. China also agreed to allow foreign banks to increase liquidity on a temporary basis. In return, the U.S. has promised equal policy treatment for financial investment from China. They also reached substantive agreements on energy and environment cooperation, including a 5-action plan and an eco-partnership framework. U.S. Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson again stressed the importance of U.S. engagement with China.
At this meeting, we have again shown that direct engagement is a pathway to success, that through engagement, the United States and China can build a stronger relationship that benefits our citizens and the global economy. And the U.S.-China economic relationship will continue to be vital to the health of our two economies and the global economy.
Both sides spoke highly of the achievements of the SED over the past 2 years. The Chinese vice premier expressed hope that the dialogue will continue to further Sino-U.S. ties. This round of China-U.S. strategic economic dialogue is the last under the Bush administration. The ever closer relationship between the two countries makes many believe this high-level dialogue will continue. But what format and approach the new U.S. administration will take remains to be seen. Liu Ying, Liu Xiaonong, CCTV, Beijing.
Chinese State Councillor Dai Bingguo is scheduled to pay an official visit to the United States from December the 10th to 17th. He will co-chair the 6th Strategic Dialogue with U.S. Deputy Secretary of State John Negroponte. China is seeking public opinion on its long-awaited plan for fuel taxation and reform of the refined oil pricing mechanism. The plan is expected to be put into effect on January the 1st next year. The proposal will eliminate 6 road maintenance and management fees and raise the taxes on gasoline and diesel. The government says the reforms will not increase existing fuel prices. Some analysts even say the cost of gas could fall after these reforms are introduced.
The National Reform and Development Commission has compared China's fuel price with 30 other countries, including the United States, Britain, Germany, South Korea, and Japan.
China's fuel price is at a relative low level compared to most other countries. Several countries have lower fuel prices than us, including the United States. But most other countries, especially European countries, are much higher. We should not make a judgment based only on one country. Every country has different conditions, different resources, and different energy policies.
Fuel price on the global market went up dramatically last year, but the Chinese government did not make major fuel price adjustments, as China does not directly link fuel prices with the international market. And over the last 2 months, when the price of fuel dropped on the global market, the country has not cut fuel prices.
Right now, China's fuel price is certainly higher than on the global market. But if you look at the whole year, the average global oil price is $104 a barrel. But China's price is only $75.
Since this year, Chinese government has adopted various measures to maintain fuel price stability. To link domestic and international fuel prices, the government is now considering reforming the oil pricing mechanism as well as the fuel tax and fees. The price of fuel could drop after the reform. An official from the National Development and Reform Commission says the fuel tax reform may start as early as January. Chen Lijun, CCTV.
A delegation of about 40 people involved in China's Shenzhou 7 space mission has begun a 4-day visit to the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. The delegation includes astronauts Zhai Zhigang, Liu Boming and Jing Haipeng, who together carried out China's first ever spacewalk in September, as well as dozens of key project engineers. Upon arrival, the astronauts first thanked the Hong Kong people for their warm reception. They told a press conference that they hoped Hong Kong's economy would soar again after the financial crisis passes, just like China's aerospace program. The delegation also expressed hope that more Hong Kong scientists would join in the country's space efforts. They said they would cooperate with Hong Kong universities to spread space technology to the region.